George Washington, born on February 22, 1732, was an American statesman, military leader, and the first president of the United States. He is often referred to as the father of his country for his pivotal role in the founding of the United States. Washington's leadership during the American Revolutionary War, his presiding over the Constitutional Convention, and his 2 terms as president cemented his legacy as one of the most influential figures in American history. George Washington was born into a prosperous Virginia planter family at his family's estate in Westmoreland County, Virginia. His father, Augustine Washington, was a wealthy planter and member of the Virginia elite, while his mother, Mary Ball Washington, was Augustine's second wife. Washington's formal education was limited compared to that of many other founding fathers. He did not attend college and received most of his education through private tutors and self-study. By the time he was a teenager, Washington was skilled in mathematics, surveying, and land management. At the age of 16, Washington began working as a surveyor in Virginia's western frontier. His experience in surveying gave him a valuable understanding of land management and territorial expansion, which would later influence his military and political decisions. Washington's first significant military experience came during the French and Indian War, 1754 to 1763, which was the North American theater of the global conflict between Britain and France. He was appointed as a major in the Virginia militia and was tasked with leading a mission to warn the French to leave the Ohio Valley. In 1754, Washington faced a significant defeat at the Battle of Fort Necessity, where his forces were overrun by the French. Despite this setback, Washington's actions earned him some recognition and laid the foundation for his military career. In 1755, Washington served as an aide to British General Edward Braddock during his expedition to capture Fort Duquesne. The campaign ended in disaster when Braddock was mortally wounded, but Washington distinguished himself by organizing the retreat and saving the remnants of the British and colonial forces. With tensions escalating between the American colonies and Britain, Washington was appointed Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army by the Second Continental Congress in 1775. His leadership, despite the Army's lack of resources, training, and equipment, became a key factor in the colony's fight for independence. Washington's first major victory as commander was the successful siege of Boston, which forced British troops to evacuate the city. In a daring winter attack, Washington led his troops across the icy Delaware River on Christmas night, 1776, to defeat Hessian forces in Trenton, New Jersey. Despite the hardships endured during the winter at Valley Forge, Washington held the army together, and it emerged stronger due to improved training under Baron von Steuben. The decisive American victory at Yorktown, where Washington's forces, aided by French troops and naval forces, defeated the British Army under General Cornwallis, effectively ended the war. After the Treaty of Paris was signed in 1783, officially ending the Revolutionary War, Washington resigned his commission as Commander-in-Chief and returned to his estate at Mount Vernon.